Okay, let's talk football for a minute. Some of you guys watched the Super Bowl. Probably everyone watched the Super Bowl last week. An amazing game. The Colts pulled off the victory. It was awesome. And my world for the last couple weeks has really somehow been kind of influenced by football. My time in Florida, my 2 weeks away, which was great. I had the chance to spend a week with an ex-college football coach who's now in student ministry, and spent a lot of time with him. Of course, watched the Super Bowl last weekend. Sat under some teaching by another different football coach. And so football's just been on the brain, for the last couple weeks. Well, I want to share this quick story that I heard about Tony Dungy. Tony Dungy at the end of the AFC game, the AFC Championship game where they played the Patriots. Actually, it was in the middle of the game, halftime. They were losing pretty significantly. I mean, it was awful. The game was pretty ugly so far. And Dungy pulls all the guys into the locker room, and he says this to them. He says, you know what, here's what we're going to do, fellas. When we go out there the second half, we're going to get the ball, we're going to run up the field, we're going to score a touchdown. Defense, you're going to do something pretty big, you're going to get us the ball back, and we're going to run down the field, and we're going to score another touchdown, and we're going to make this a game. And then in the end of this game, the last 2 minutes, we're going to pull this out, and we're going to win this game. And if you watch the game, it's exactly what happened. But here's what Tony Dungy said to them that I think was so significant. He looked at his players and he said, fellas, we are a team of destiny. This is our destiny. This is what we're here for. This is a moment that we will get beyond, and we will be playing in the Super Bowl because we are a team of destiny. And I love that. I love that. And you know what happened? They end up going to the Super Bowl and they win, and we all saw that happen. Here's the thing that I want to look right into your heart and in your gut and in your mind and tell you. We're a team of destiny. We're kind of in the third quarter right now. We've had 20 weeks where we've spent with these students since September. We've had 20 weeks with them. We've got 12 left. So we're kind of halfway through the third quarter with our students, if you really want to think about the school year like a football game. And you guys, here's the thing. We're starting to get tired. I'm tired. I just told Evan yesterday, man, I'm starting to chug. This is the season. This is what I go through every year. I'm starting to see the end. But here's the thing. We'll have one of two responses in these times: when we're tired, when it starts getting tough, when maybe the score doesn't look like we want it to look. We'll have one of two responses. We'll either shrink back and start sitting down and hanging our head and saying, you know what, man, I don't know. I don't know if I can move on. I don't know if I can go ahead. But this one coach that I sat under last week, his name's Tom Mullins. He was a college football coach, very successful high school coach as well. He talked about his time as a player and as a coach. And he said that he had learned over time that when his body was about ready to give up, when his gut just didn't want to keep going, when he was tired and bruised and beat up, that was a signal to him that he needed to step up to the plate and push even harder and push through the pain. He said he had a lot of teammates and a lot of guys that he coached for who their tendency when they got hurt, when they got injured, when they got tired was to back down, because the path of least resistance was just to back down and to not push forward. Well, here's what I want to say. We're in the third quarter. I'm tired. Some of you are tired. Some of you are just, even on Sunday afternoons are wondering, man, do I want to get up? Do I want to get off the couch? Do I want to put down the remote? Do I want to go tonight? It's cold out. Do I want to go spend time with these kids? Here's the deal. Are you ready to push forward? Are you ready to win the championship? Because there's a lot of things at risk. You see, this is the time. We've spent time building bridges with these kids. I mean, that's the thing. We've talked about build a bridge, build a bridge, build a bridge. It's third quarter, you guys. It's time to turn on a light. It's time to gut it out. It's time to look kids in the eyes, to look them in the gut and ask them hard questions, to go there. This is when we're going to win. I mean, this is it. It's the Goonies moment. This is our time down here. Or Evan shared, it's not Goonies. It's remember the Titans. Will they remember us? What will they remember? Well, we're in a season where this is what they're going to remember, and the stakes are pretty high because summer's right around the corner. The weather's going to turn nice, and kids are going to start spending time on the lake. They've got spring break coming up, where they may make some really not so good choices. Prom night, I mean, the stakes right now are probably higher than they've been all year long, and we're tired. And so I just want to encourage all of us. There's a sense of urgency right now for us to step up to the plate, for us to begin really to look across the line. Let me put this in the football thing again. To look across the line at one kid and to line up and say, you know what, you're the one. I'm going after you. I'm going after you, and I'm gonna take you with me. I'm gonna put my life on your life, and I'm gonna take you with me. I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna instruct you. I'm gonna school you in what I know about what God's done for me. Okay? Let me give you a couple things that I have found very encouraging. Psalm 118. Listen to this. It says, "I will not be afraid because the Lord is with me. People cannot do anything to me. The Lord is with me to help me, so I will see my enemies defeated." You guys, here's the thing. Our battle isn't against flesh and blood. The Bible tells us our battle is against the prince of darkness, things that we can't even see. But he has the victory. He gets the win in the end. And so we need to move forward. The Lord is with me. I will not be afraid. You know, I don't confess this all the time, but I have my own fears on Sunday nights. You know, I still wonder, man, are these kids going to like me? You know, I try to be funny at times to get them to like me. But here's the thing, what they really want is for me to put my life on their life and allow them to experience God's love because of the way that I share with them and that I care for them. And sometimes that means asking the very difficult and hard questions. I heard this other passage that gives me a lot of courage. Or not a passage, is a quote by Oswald Chambers, and he says this. It says, "The same spirit that fed the life of Christ will feed the life of our spirit." The same spirit that fed the life of Christ when he was fasting and he'd been for 40 days in the wilderness. The same spirit that fed him while he went without food for 40 days feeds our spirit, gives us courage, gives us the things to say. So I guess I just want us to kind of think about that. We all drift towards acceptance and we run from rejection. And I think that could keep us from asking kids over the next 12 weeks the difficult questions because we want them to accept us. And we fear that if by asking them the hard questions, they'll reject us. That's just not true. They want to be different. They wouldn't keep showing up if they didn't want to be different. They want us to pursue them. They want our acceptance. We can't let our desire for acceptance trump our willingness to ask the difficult questions because they'll know that we love them when we get real with them, when we get deep with them, and that's what they want. So here's the thing. I sense that we're kind of in the third quarter. We're at a moment where all of us, including myself, including Evan, including Jen, we need to step up our game. You're not doing a bad job, you're doing a great job. But the deal is we're in the third quarter. We're tired. Some of us are injured. Some of us would rather stay on the couch on Sunday. I've had my moments where I don't want to get off that couch on Sunday afternoon. I'd rather stay there and just chill out and watch TV. But the thing is, you guys, I love you. And I love these kids. And the reason you signed up is because you wanted to see life change. Well, you know what? Get ready. Because when we'll engage with them, when we'll step up, they're going to be different. So I love you guys. Thanks for serving. Evan and I are here just to set your plate, to care for you, to give you everything you need to help you move forward and move the ball down the field. So have a great week. We'll see you again on the 18th of February, and we look forward to what God's going to do through you and because of you.